Welcome everyone. Sometimes when you do things over and over, the next time it feels like your first time. Anyway, I'm glad to have everyone here with us today for another episode of Hashtag On Point with Dr. Pam. I have Daryl Whicker, the debt-free Santa, with us today, and we're bringing Christmas in July, right, Daryl?
That's right. I'll spread cheer throughout the year.
Yes, you do. And even though we might be talking about a topic that might make people nervous or feel stressed, right? We're talking about debt. Meeting Daryl and talking with Daryl can really take that stress and make it go away. Mm-hmm. How long have you been helping people, get out of debt faster, Daryl?
A little over 2 years now, and I'm
Okay.
debt-free.
A little over 2 years. And don't I remember correctly that it's close to or just about over $1.1 million that you've helped people with?
Yes, so far. And the company as a whole, we've helped over $2.3 billion in debt for folks.
So, that's impressive. That's B with a boy, billion.
Yes.
That's good. That's really good. Now, listen, Daryl's company is Local Top Gun Marketing. You guys know Top Gun is the best of the best. That's what Daryl says. We don't want you to be confused. We affectionately call him the debt-free Santa, right?
Yes.
So, Daryl, tell us a little bit about how people might eliminate debt faster with your program.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me here today, Dr. Pam. I really appreciate you doing this. Yes. So what we do is we offer a complimentary debt-free analysis. So it shows the person how much money we can save them, how many years we can save them as well, and then the program also generates the investment of the program, which is a lifetime program. It's lifetime supported, and it has a built-in budget, and it just makes everything easy. It takes all the guesswork out of it.
Okay, and I would imagine that people often have questions and they may be confused. And so, will you speak a little bit about, is this a debt consolidation company?
That's a great question, and that's probably one of my most frequently asked questions. And the answer is no. We're not a debt consolidation company or a debt negotiation company. A lot of those companies will take your money and say they're going to pay your debt, and they end up going out of business, and you still have to pay your debt.
Wow.
Our company is a program customized specifically for that person or that business owner for business debt, and so it's a standalone program. It's not attached to any bank accounts. I don't have to have any sensitive information or anything like that to run someone's complimentary debt-free analysis.
That's important for people to know. So I just want to say that again because it's that important. When you work with Daryl, you're not connected to the program's not connected to their personal bank accounts. That's significant. I think that would give people a lot of feel at ease.
Yes, I agree, because when I first heard about it, I'm like, I don't know. And I was kind of ashamed of some of our debt, like credit cards and things. But I thought, if this person can help me, I mean, it's not going to cost me anything to find out what they can do for me. And then we decided to move forward and get the program. And as of March 11th of this year, my wife and I became debt free.
Congratulations!
Thank
oh my
you.
goodness. Okay, tell us more.
Okay. So what we do is we give a guaranteed debt-free date. Ours was the end of this year, and we came in 9 months ahead of schedule. So I don't think we've quit smiling since.
Is that part? So wait a minute. They a guaranteed date, is that part of why when people ask, is this program guaranteed? So you and your wife knew when you were going to be debt free.
That's right. And so what they did a study of 400 people, and they wanted to see if they became debt free before the guarantee payoff date, and 70% of the people actually came in debt free before the guaranteed date that we give people.
Oh, nice. Hey, that's a good track record. Let's
Yes.
I know people ask other questions, but hold on. I must say that's building life-changing wealth then.
Yes, it really is. And what people don't realize a lot of times when they have a 30-year mortgage,
Mhm.
and they may say, "Oh, I've got a great rate. I got 3% interest rate." But over a period of that 30 years, it's actually about 60 to 70% interest because it's all
Like the
front end
total.
loaded. Right. So it's all front end loaded. So the banks get their money on the front end of that loan. That's why when you say, okay, I'm only, giving like $10 toward my principal, and a lot of the rest of it is going to interest. And people don't realize that though. And on average, people they'll refinance or they'll buy a new home every 5 to 7 years, and they always stay in debt, and they're paying that maximum interest rate, like 60 to 70% or more on the front end of those loans, and they just never can seem to be able to get out of their mortgage because of it.
Wow. And so we just heard one life-changing testimonial. Daryl, that's why I want people to work with you, because you and your wife, you used the program, it worked well. And I do believe that when we use a product or service ourselves, it makes you better able to help people. You know what it feels like to use the program. And that's, I don't know, that's impressive to me. Now, I bet you get this question, why can't I just do this myself?
Well, that is, I do get that, and a lot of people say, "Why would I buy the program when I could just do it myself?" Well, if and I hope this don't sound smart or anything,
Right. Well, you're keeping it real.
yeah, but if they could do it themselves, they wouldn't need the
Be in
program. They would
debt.
already be debt free.
Oh, right.
Uh,
Right.
so a lot of times people think they can figure it out, but we're talking about 4.5 million lines of code that's working for that person
In the program?
24/7. Yes.
Okay.
And so it's working 24/7 to get you out of debt the fastest way mathematically possible. So it's working while we're asleep. We don't even have to think about it. We sign your account, tells you what to do, when to do it. It will never tell you to pay more than what you have. So it takes your discretionary income or leftover income at the end of the month, and it uses that to cancel out a lot of that interest rate that people traditionally will pay because they don't know about the program.
Right. And I think the people watching, the part that you said that it won't change their lifestyle. It's not as if you're squeezing a budget really to the bare minimum. That's not how it works, right?
That's exactly right. And so it doesn't change the person's current lifestyle whatsoever. My wife and I, we went on vacation twice last year. We normally just go once a year. And
And
it,
wait,
it,
for people just listening, the reason Daryl's talking about he went on vacation twice last year is because him and his wife were using the program and they were just out of debt this year in March. So it's the point is it's not going to change your lifestyle. Okay, keep telling us, Daryl, about the vacation.
yeah. And so we even stayed longer than we normally do. And we love to go out to eat dinner. We don't go out to eat dinner a lot, but we didn't have to change that. We didn't have to stop that. We didn't have to go get another job or sell our favorite vehicle or any lifestyle change. So,
Right. That's right. That's good. Okay. And then I know because you've helped people save $1.1 million, protect their anonymity, but you can share with us some stories about people you've helped with this program,
okay. Well, thank you. I,
in
I can,
addition to you and Alicia, your wife.
okay. Thank you. Yeah. So I mean, one of my clients, they just bought a home a couple years ago, and they were 31 and a half years in debt, and they had some vehicles and credit cards and things. And I was able to help them go using the program to go from 31 and a half years down to 6 years and 9 months. They'll be totally debt free. And I saved them $169,000 in interest that they would have normally paid the bank. So that's their money. They get to use it however they want to. They can use it for a retirement, uh, another home or whatever they want to use it for. It's theirs. They just don't know it's available until I share my complimentary debt-free analysis with them. Another person comes to mind, and I have clients all over. I mean, even in Hawaii, I have a few clients there, Idaho, Colorado, Texas, North Carolina.
And is it primarily for the United States of America, or it is for U.S.?
It's the U.S.
Okay, just checking. Okay.
Yeah, but thank you. That's
We want our international audience to know it's not available for you. Maybe it's yet. We don't know.
Yes, that's right. And the money is different in other countries, so I'm
Oh,
sure
right.
that would play a factor. But another person comes to mind in Houston, Texas. The gentleman had 25 years left on his mortgage, and I was able to help him go down to 7, and I saved him just a little over $200,000. And he was so excited because he said, I finally get to retire. I don't have this mortgage till I'm 80, 90 years old.
That's right.
So
Well, yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, it makes me feel good to help people at that level because it changes generational wealth. I mean, they can pass this down to their kids and grandkids, and they can use the program as well.
Well, and it is recommended that when people retire, they not have a mortgage.
Yes, and most people are refinancing at the age of 60. So what's that tell you for 30 years? I mean, are they even going to be around? Do they want to leave their children, some money, or do they want to leave them debt?
Right. Right. Now, I know people watching might think, well, can Daryl help me if I don't have a mortgage?
Absolutely. We didn't have one when we got on the program, but we
Okay.
did have debt. We had some credit card debt. We had that we were ashamed of, by the way.
And you
And
know what, Daryl? I think a lot of people are. I don't know, is a statistic on average people have 12,000 in credit card debt? I don't know. I don't know the exact statistic.
I heard that it was 6, but 12 is probably more realistic. I mean, because a lot of people are hurting, especially now because of inflation, and they're using those credit cards like I don't know, like.
And the interest rates are often high, very high for people.
Yes, and that makes it so that they never can pay them off without a program.
Right.
We didn't think we'd ever pay ours off, and we were probably right. But once we got on the program, we were able to eliminate $27,000 worth of credit card debt in 14 months.
Nice. And then I know we digress because I got excited, but tell people, what if I don't have a mortgage? You started that you and Alicia didn't have a mortgage, but you still use this program to eliminate debt faster.
Yes, that's right. So people don't have to have a mortgage to use the program. And there's people out there in their 60s, they still have student loan debt that they may not ever even pay off. So it works.
The number of people that have student loan debt is staggering. Staggering.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so what I do is I really sell hope. Because
yes, you do.
Because the people can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's very rapidly it's faster than people could imagine, because traditionally we don't use our discretionary income. If we have a little money left over, let's go to the beach, or let's go do this, or let's go do that. And they can still use it. It's their money. But if they follow the program, which is very easy to do, and it's almost like a game, because you see your
Can
results.
I get out? Can I get out faster? Can I get out of debt faster?
And it's dynamic. So every time you make a change, it updates immediately right there.
So it takes the guesswork out for people.
Yeah.
They don't have to wonder about what to pay when.
That's right. And it has a built-in budget, which we never had before. And so it's really helped me. It's changed my mindset as far as debt, credit, money. It's really changed me in a positive way. And I didn't know the program could do that.
Right. Yeah. Well, you start to pay attention, probably not that you know what the program and the code behind the scenes is doing, but when you see that date, did you say it was 27 months? No, it was 14 months, 27,000 you guys got out of debt.
Well, that was for our credit card debt. And then we still owed our vehicle, and we had a couple lines of credit. So
Okay.
it took us a total of a year and 10 months. I think that's correct. Yes, year 10 months to get totally debt free. But our payoff date was actually the end of this year. So we came in 9 months ahead of schedules, which made it even better.
That's good. Because I forget when the regulations changed and people when they got their credit card bills, or if they get them now, it tells them pay the minimum and you have this credit card for, I don't know, 25 years or 10 years or whatever. And so for you guys to do that in such a short amount of time, right? And you smile big. So I imagine the other people you've helped are smiling just as big.
Yes, I agree. I think so. I mean, I should probably take, well, I was going to say I should probably take pictures of them,
That's right.
And,
But you'd have to ask them.
yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But it just makes it easy. And when you make something easy for people, they're more likely to do it. And that's why
Right.
we have so much success with this program.
Okay. Now, is there any other item you want to share with us that comes to mind that people need to know before we close?
I can't think of anything other than if they would like a complimentary debt free analysis, they can go to my website and actually schedule it from there. And of course, it's debtfreesanta.com.
So
And
let me do that. Debtfreesanta.com.
yes,
And then they can, I spelled it correctly, right, Daryl? I did.
yes,
Okay. You can schedule with Daryl for the complimentary debt-free analysis. And I'd like to tell people that even if you're nervous about it, he's already shared openly and honestly about him and his wife's debt. So there's no judgment.
that's right. And because when the lady ran ours before we got into the business, I was kind of reluctant to, because I was embarrassed of our credit card debt. But I thought, if she can help me, then, I'm for it. And my wife was too. So, and she was a good friend of ours. We've known her for years. And after we had our numbers ran, and we were able to see how much money we could save and how many years and all that, I decided to become an agent for the company, and so I can help more people.
Well, and the thing is, you have when Daryl's helped people save $1.1 million, you are helping, right? So I
Yes,
want everyone to schedule with Daryl. If you have debt, schedule with Daryl and go to debtfreesanta.com because Daryl spreads cheer throughout the year. Daryl, I adore you, and I can't wait to meet your wife. Thank you so much for being here today.
well, thank you too, Dr. Pam. I really appreciate you and your time and everything that you do for me and have done for me. And you're a joy to know, and I'm glad our paths crossed.
Me too. Oh my goodness. More good to come. Everybody, more good to come.